We continually hear that Britain's traditional street markets are becoming smaller and smaller. Years gone by, most everybody associated the local market with quality, fresh and value for money produce. So, has the convenience of the supermarket taken their place? As consumers, do we still appreciate the tradition and the sense of community that a local market can offer? We started by asking Aylesbury Market greengrocer Jim Smith whether he felt that his customer base had changed.
We still have a lot of our older customers. We're not seeing so many of the newer ones that we need now. That they drive the cars to the car parks in the supermarkets, and we don't see them come out on the market.
Almost all of the market traders that we spoke to clearly identified where the customers were going, and Mick of Garrity's Butchers was no exception.
Yeah, it's the supermarkets definitely, because you can get everything in the supermarkets now, all under one roof, can't you?
Okay, and what about your pricing compared to a supermarket? Are you comparable? Were you cheaper, or are you a little bit more expensive?
We're cheaper in the supermarkets, a lot cheaper.
You're a lot cheaper than the supermarket. So why, when you're cheaper than a supermarket, do you think people still refuse to come out to a market and buy sensibly?
I don't know why, but we tell them this, and they said, no, we can all get under one roof as well.
Mick, how long has Garrity's Butchers been around? How long have they been working the markets?
Well, I've been doing about 20 years now. Probably over 20 years I've been doing it.
Okay, and how do you feel it's changed in 20 years?
It's really changed. The markets are going down and down.
And how many other markets do you do?
I do 4 markets a week.
And where are they? Where can people come and buy your meat, Mick?
Huddersfield. We do...
Huddersfield?
Yeah. Cheltenham Racecourse. We do Hyde. We do High Wycombe.
Right, okay, and he does a lot of chatter as well, I might point out, as you've just seen.
We do get sore throats.
So how about a bit of a tip in that if you didn't drive so far, you might make more money? Is that not the case, or is it they just really good markets?
No, they're just really good markets. So what we do is people from up here go down to us, and we do a swap round, we come up to them.
As well as seasoned traders such as Garrity's, there are those who only a short time ago set up stalls thinking that there was a secure future in street markets.
Right, I'm here with Gutbury, who has a closed stall here at Aylesbury Market. So Gutbury, how long have you been on this pitch?
I have been here from past 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Okay, and how have you found the business here?
On my first day it was quite well, and that's why we started to do here on a regular basis, and now we are finding it a bit difficult because times are really hard. I don't know, people are not. I think this is going on every market, but it depends on the days of the week as well. So.
Okay, well if you want to come down and get your hands on Gutbury's underpants, then come down to Aylesbury Market. Thanks for your time, Gutbury.
Thank you.
For some traders such as fishmongers, they have no choice but to buy fresh and sell fresh, which can mean a long journey before they even start selling. Jason of Coast to Coast explains just how far he has to travel every week.
Yeah, Hemel Hempstead on a Thursday and Saturday. Also do my business partners also down at Orpington in Kent on a Saturday, and Shefford and Bedford in Bedfordshire on a Friday. So we do sort of cover a good little bit of area between the two of us.
Okay, and how far do you come to do these markets?
Well, I drive to come to Aylesbury. I think it's door to door, 150 miles.
Right, so one would assume if you're driving 150 miles that the business was worth it.
Going back a year ago, very much worth it, but now it's a case of just sort of ticking over and just trying to keep things going at the minute.
We're obviously seeing a reduction in traffic to local markets, which we believe is a bit of a shame considering it's a traditional British way of shopping. I mean, why do you think that is?
Possibly like supermarkets. I mean, the prices with supermarkets I can't compete with, nowhere near. But also as well, the just general trend of people shopping. Also as well, I don't think people have the money anymore. So a bit of both really. So I think it's just more convenience as well. I mean, you go to supermarkets, I mean, you've got free parking, get everything under one roof. Whereas if you come into town, you've got to either pay to get in, there's no car parking spaces, it's just, yeah.
What about your produce? You obviously say it's a very high quality, which we can see here. But, I mean, is this something that's caught once a week or every few days, or is it daily? When is your stock refreshed?
Well, it's a daily thing. I mean, we buy straight off the boats at Lowestoft. So I mean, any cod or skate we buy is bought whole, which then has to go and be processed, which is filleted that day, skinned, all prepared for us to bring out. And it's a case of going home every day and just picking up fresh stock.
Even with protection from the weather, the indoor markets such as this one in Stevenage also seems to be suffering. We spoke to Snack Shack owner Glenys Cunningham.
No, things are getting very, very quiet. The market for the past 5 weeks has been virtually dead. Very, very quiet.
Okay, and considering we're only a couple of months away from Christmas, do you expect that business to improve?
Well, we're hoping so. I mean, all the traders are feeling the pinch the same as I am, so people just aren't coming in.
And how long have you been here? How long has the Snack Shack been here?
Well, I've been here 5 years, and this actual stall has been here at least 25 to 30 years. It's just got quieter and quieter. People, I don't know whether it's to do with supermarkets or whether it's to do with retail that are opening in the town, but it's just getting quieter.
Have your overheads increased over the last 5 years since you're doing this, or have they stayed around about the same?
No, they've increased double-fold, yes.
So the bottom line is it costs you twice as much to be here and there's less business?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Mark of A&M Fruits in Aylesbury summarised the current issues faced by today's street traders.
Yeah, it is deteriorating quite a bit, to be fair.
And how long have you had this store? How long have you been in this pitch?
We've been here for 9 years now.
9 years?
Yeah.
So
We've been doing it a lot longer, but we've been here for 9 years. So.
Okay, and do you have any other pitches in different places?
Yeah, we've got a couple. One in northwest London.
Right.
So, and that's the only other one we've got.
How drastically do you think the business has changed in the last 9 years then?
Oh well, it's not. The last 4 years has been very, very bad. We're taking half the money we used to take 4 years ago.
Apart from the recession, which we all know is hitting out everybody's pocket, do you think there are other reasons why your business isn't, or the market generally, is not as busy as it was maybe sort of 5-10 years ago?
Yeah, it's got a lot to do with supermarkets. A lot of people tend to use supermarkets because it's more convenient, especially in this town, because there's not a lot of parking and that around this town, so they use it more convenience, things like that, and I suppose a lot of people find it a lot easier to use supermarkets.
Do you think there's a difference in quality between your produce here on your stall compared to the supermarkets?
Yeah, our quality is better than supermarkets. I was all bought fresh this morning. 2 o'clock this morning I was buying this fresh.
Okay,
so
you were picking it off the tree yourself?
Well, not so much like that, but it was delivered in this morning and I was there waiting to buy it.
So what's the answer to get people back in here? I mean, we've noticed that there are a lot of stores in the high streets that are actually closing as well, so that can't be helping you either.
No. Especially this town, I know there's a few shops closing down everywhere you look, but especially in this town, we've got 2 major shopping centres here, and if you look around, there's not a lot of people passing by.
Okay. Thanks very much for your time, Mark. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
And what's the name of your store? Where can everybody find you every day?
We're on Aylesbury Market 3 days a week, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and it's A&M Fruits.
It is clear that the traditional British street markets and their street traders are on the decline. So if you still want to see markets in your towns and cities, and if you still want the market to be a part of your community, then things need to change. And it is us, the consumer, that holds the key to the street market's survival.